Hi YouTube, it's me, the Shy Pianist, or you may know me as Donald of Zephyr Wargames. I've asked my friend John to do a Persona 5 Weiss Schwarz box opening today, and as he bought 4 boxes, and I asked if he'd record one of those for me as well. So there are 20 packs per box and 8 cards per pack, and he also apologizes for the camera quality. So on to you, John.
Hello everyone. I'm going to be doing a boxing of Persona 5 Weiss Schwarz booster box, where it's lovely playmat, and I've opened a couple of these boxes already and going to be recording this one. I'm hoping to get the RR Yusuke and RR Futaba from this, but I mean it doesn't bother me too much if I don't get them. But there we go. That one still can be a little bit annoying. Luckily the packs aren't anywhere as annoying to open as some other card games. So I'll remove this out of the way. Alright, so we've got 20 packs here. I really like the art. These look really nice. So there's 20 here, and you get promos. I'm happy that I got this one because I actually haven't got this promo yet. So there's a little like indent at the top, so you can just slide and tear down. So we've got one of Joker, it's backup, and one of Ryuji. So the Joker one, it's 3k backup. When you use this card, choose one of your characters in battle, and that character gains the following ability until the end of turn. When that character becomes reversed, you may put that character into your opponent's memory. It's not bad. And it's got a Ryuji. This one has hand encore and it gains 15 power when it's placed. I can show off some of the other promos at the end, but for now we're going to be cracking through some of the packs. So start the first one. These also have like an indent at the top as well, which is very nice. There you go. So it's very easy to open. Now these packs, so Weiss Schwarz has 4 different colours generally, so there will be one for each colour spread out across the packs, and the rares will be them colours, but the RRs will be well usually there's one of each colour for RRs, but this pack was a bit different for me. So got Chihaya, Joker, Mementos, Yusuke, Arn, Futaba, the best, and we've got a very nice one of Haru. The artwork on it is really nice. I actually think the rares are better than some of the foils. Now this Haru is if a card's named Haru as ND, sorry, I mean, it's hard to read. It's Noir and Milady is in your clock. This card gains -1 level in your hand, so it has early play. And when a card's name okay, so when you get the climax card for this, which isn't that one, it gains power, and you put the top card of your deck into your stock, which is not bad. And then there's our climax for Morgana. I'm gonna put rares here, and I'll just put commons to the side. There's uncommons as well, but I'll put the commons and uncommons together. But this is like a shift effect, so that depends on what's in your clock. So if it's at the top of the clock, they'll get different effects off, and yeah. This Joker one here, number of thief characters is 4 or more, it gains -1 level in hand, so that's another early play one. And if you reverse your opponent's character with a specific climax in the climax zone, you can draw a card and search your deck for a level 1 or lower. that's actually quite nice. And one climax for Arn, which is very nice. Haru, this one's quite cool. It's damage is cancelled, you send this to the stock. Other sets have that as well. I think they do with Weiss to just put some of the effects over. Oh, here's our double R. So this is Makoto. So we've got one green double R. Now this one is you put okay, so this one has a clock kick, and when your opponent's card becomes reversed in battle, reveal top card of your deck. It's a thief, pay the cost, return that card to hand. Return this card to your hand. Okay, so it has a clock kick, and if you reverse your opponent's character, then you can return this back to your hand, which is quite nice. So we've got first double R, and the Yusuke, not Yusuke, Ryuji climax. Got our pancake boy here. Another one of Ryuji, and there's Yusuke. Makoto. This Yusuke is quite nice. This has a change effect with the level 3 double R Yusuke, which is quite nice. And it has another effect as well. When he is placed on the stage, if you have another thief character, draw up to one card, choose a card in your hand, and then you can ditch it, and then you can put the top card of your deck in the stock, which is very nice. The Haru climax. So the art just looks so nice. This one's pretty good. It has quite a few effects. It's if there's a marker underneath this card, then depending on the color of the card underneath it as a marker, it gains 3000 power. So this one requires yellow or blue. When he's placed on the stage, that's when you give it a marker. And it has a change effect with another card, which is also level 1, and that card has basically the same effect, except the colour of the marker has to be different for it to gain power, so it's like the reverse of this in a way. If we come across that card, I'll point that out. Oh, a nice backup there. There you go, it's our double R Yusuke. This is one of the cards I was looking for. So what this card does is, at the beginning of your opponent's draw phase, if this card is in your center stage, choose one of your characters, and that character gets 4000 power until the end turn. And you can pay one, put a thief character from your hand to the waiting room. When this card attacks, if you have another thief character, you may pay the cost. If you do, put the top card of your clock into your waiting room, which is quite nice. And there's the climax. Oh, another one of Akechi here. Sai Nijima. Arn. Oh, I got a foil. I haven't actually got this foil, so that's actually quite nice. Now, this card, what does it do again? So all the other cards with Thief for sports, which is most of them are Thief, gave 500 power. When damage dealt by your direct attacking character is not cancelled, choose a face down character in your opponent's memory and put it into their waiting room, and then you can search your deck for a Thief for sports character, and then you ditch a card from your hand. That's quite nice. And then another climax. The climax, the art and the climaxes are, some of them are from their all-out attacks in the game, so that's why like the artwork just like looks really amazing, because they just put so much effort into the artwork in the game. I mean it's all from the game, but the All Out Attack artwork is really nice. The art for this is really nice as well. So go for the climax first. Another one with Ryuji. And then this one, when this card is placed on the stage from the hand, put the top 2 cards into your deck into your waiting room, and if there's a climax you can give a character 15 power, and it's also a level slayer, which means if it reverses a character that is the same level as it, then that character will... Sorry, let me repeat that. If this card gets reversed and the opponent's card is the same level, then that card gets reversed as well. So you don't have to beat over it, you can just... Oh, we've got yellow double R here. This is the one for Ryuji, as you can see, because it has Ryuji. And his effect is, when this card is placed on stage from your hand, you look up to the top 3 cards of your deck, and you can choose a card, and that goes to your hand, then the rest go to your waiting room. And then when his climax is placed, so this climax here, you put a card from your hand into the waiting room, and this card has to be in the center stage. If you pay the cost, you choose one of your opponent's characters, return it to their hand, and then you choose one of your FIFA Sports characters, and until the end of the turn it gains 1000 power and an ability which if damage dealt by it is cancelled, you can just burn them for 1, which is quite nice. Oh, and we've got the climax in here with it, so there you go. Actually, I'm also looking for the Yusuke climax, I just remembered. I need one more of them, so hopefully we get that. I don't think we've got that already. Here's our best boy here, Mishima. Sadly, there's only like 2 cards of him in the whole set. One of them's in the trial deck. Got one of Makoto here. So, the character... Okay, so if the character facing this card is a higher level than her, then she can't frontal attack it. Which is okay. Not like the best card, but... So, quite a nice character. Got another one of Ryuji. Have we already had this one? No. No, we have had this one. This is the foil. There you go. So this is the normal version, this is the foil. So I don't need to go through that again. Hopefully I get Futaba. And I've already got the Yusuke, so that's nice. Yusuke again. Justine. There's also Carolyn as well, but Carolyn's in rare. Got Morgana. This is yeah, this is double R. We'll just put that there. So the effect of this Morgana. If the okay, so it has early play. So if there's 2 or less climaxes in your waiting room, then it gains -1 level. When it's placed on stage, you can heal. So you put a card from your clock into your waiting room, and when it attacks, if you have 2 or more thief characters, it gains 2k. So that's quite nice. I already put that climax there. So set it's not like the best set ever, but it's really nice, and I mean, I love Persona, and the artwork just looks really good. This one's quite good. This gets all your characters to become level slayers if it's at the top of your clock, which is pretty good. I think I actually needed another one of these. That's nice. This, when it's placed, it can actually search for a calling card, and there's actually more than one type of calling card in this set. I believe there's one for each color, and each one has their own effects. So if you don't like the blue one, you don't have to use the blue one. You can put like the red one in your deck. Obviously you have to play red so you can actually play it, because you need the color of the card in your level or clock. But oh, there you go. You've got two of the cooling cards here, so that's a good show off. They all have their own different effects, and I just noticed they're also different levels as well. Here's Carolyn. I believe this is one that you'd prefer to have on the backstage. If you would pay the cost for an event in your hand, you may... Oh, you remove a marker from this instead of paying the cost. You can side this card when it's placed on stage and you put a marker underneath it. And then when a climax is placed on the climax area for any climax, you pay the cost, which is just one stock, and you look at up to the top 4 cards of your deck, and you choose a thief or a twin character, or a character with Igor in name, and reveal it to your opponent, and then you add it to your hands and you put the rest into the waiting room. So it's not too bad. And another really nice artwork. Got on. I've got 7 more packs left. There's at least one more foil left, because I've noticed, unless this one wants to be cheeky and not do it, there's been 2 foils in every box, so that's quite nice. Right, Sojiro, and what, one of Morgana here. So this is a runner, so at the beginning of your opponent's battle phase or attack phase, you can move this to a different slot, which is actually quite nice. And so another climax arm there. It's actually kind of disappointing. I don't think you can make a like a Futaba waifu deck, so that's why I'm also after Yusuke, because I'll mix both of them together. So there's the Ryuji climax and Makoto here. When this card is placed on stage from your hand, choose one of your thief characters, or thief, student, cancel, or prosecutor, and that character gets +1 level and 1000 power. And then you can discard a card from your hand, and when it's placed on stage, if you do that, you choose a thief or student, cancel, or prosecutor character in your clock, and then you add it to your hand, and then you put the top card of your deck in your clock. Not too bad. Have a Futaba here. I think this is actually the yeah, this Futaba is you get to search your stock with this card. I don't think there's too many cards that let you search through stock, and then after that you shuffle your stock, which is really cool, and that costs 1. I mean technically it costs 2 because the card you get from your stock is going to your hand, but yeah, you got the Futaba climax here, and then got another one of Morgana. So when any climax is placed, this gains 15 power, and when this attacks, if you've got the mission accomplished climax card and have another thief character, you reveal top card of your deck, and then you can put that card in your hand. And if it's not a thief character, you can choose this card in your hand and you put it in your waiting room. That's actually not very good. I mean, it kind of gets a double effect if you get it off right, but the fact that you can sack your character during the attack phase doesn't really sit with me well. This one costs 3. This one is a brainstorm. Just pay 1, side it, and for each climax you just search for a thief. That's pretty good. And it also has another effect. It only activates once per turn, but when you use an act, you can choose a character to gain 500 power. It's not bad. And we've got another Futaba climax there. Hopefully that's Futaba's climax is a sign of things to come. I mean, we've got 3 double R's so far. So hopefully our last one is Futaba. So, oh, this is a nice backup. This is similar to one of the Angel Beats cards. It lets you shuffle your deck for free. Your waiting room back into your deck when you use the backup. Well, actually, it's not for free. You have to pay, but you don't have to. You don't have to take damage for it, is what I mean. Oh, I need another one of these. I think this is the second one I've got out of my 4 boxes. So if there's a marker underneath this card, it gains a level and 15 power. When it's placed on stage from your hand, reveal the top card of your deck. If it's a thief or coffee character, you may put it face down underneath this as a marker. The only one I think that has coffee, oh yeah, I need this, is Sojiro. I might be wrong, but from the top of my head I think so, just Sojiro. Oh, I see a foil card. I think it's a triple R. That'll be my first triple R actually. So let's see. Oh wow! The box knew I needed this card, so it gave me a foil version of it. That is awesome. There we are. And then got Arn Climax. And last one. So I think this should have a last double R in it, unless I've miscounted. No, it's just an R, and we've already had this one. No, we've had 4 double Rs. Yeah, there we are. I'll quickly show off the other promos, and then I'll quickly go back through these cards. Oh, and the card that goes with this is this card here. This this one gains power, so the one on the left gains power if the card's yellow or blue, and this one gains power if the marker is red or green. And these are some of the other promos: Futaba, Haru, Morgana, Arn, Yusuke, and Makoto. Now I believe this is probably the only one worth mentioning. If you get you get to look at the top card of your deck, and if it's a thief, you add it to your hand and then you ditch your card. So it helps you reorganize your deck. I mean, they're not awful though. They are decent. That's probably the one that I'd point out. Well, it is the one I point out. And
hi guys, it's me, Donald, again. Just wanted to say a quick disclaimer saying that I do not own this music, and all rights of this song or the songs belong to the publisher, developer and the respective parties, and I do not own the rights to these songs. Just wanted also to say I just thought it would be nice as a backing track to this sort of video, and quick thanks for watching this video. If you would like some of this sort of content more in the future, let me know and I'll pass it along back to John.
okay, we'll go back through these. Arn, Morgana, another Morgana, Arn, another Morgana, that's a double R. Ryuji, Joker, Ryuji, Joker. I've organised these in colours, so we've got more Yusuke here. Carolyn, Futaba, Makoto, and Haru. And we've got these 4 foils. So thank you for watching, and bye bye.